Good morning, everyone. Today is Monday, May 26th. Welcome to Disability 128 podcast. I'm your host, Sean Ferguson. Happy Memorial Day. I know today at 11 o'clock, I'll say 11 to 5, um, down in Sharon Woods off of Cleveland Avenue in Columbus, Ohio. Um, I will be having a cookout. Um, I'll be having a cookout from 11 till 5 p.m. Which is going to be great. We're going to have a bunch of food. I know I'll be cooking a lot of food on the grill, so I'll be really excited for it. I know right now I'm actually waiting for uh one of um one of my friends from men's small group to help me take the grill and put it on a truck. Um, my friend has a truck, so just I know I'm just waiting for him to come on by and just very excited. And I do apologize I couldn't do the YouTube over the weekend, and that's because um, I had um, I had life surge class. It was a 3 day class, 8 hours long. It was just teaching us about how to do trade, and like I would say, you guys should invest your money into trade. Um, you know, um, and things like that. But also make sure you do your homework on it so that you won't lose like a whole lot of money and you lose everything. So just be careful, but I would say do your homework, study, you do some of the YouTube stuff if you want. I know it's not a great source, but it'll at least it will teach you something. And also, if you do want to take classes, Life Surge is the one that you should go to. It does cost a lot, but it can actually help you make a lot of money, though. So I'm just telling you. But anyways, um, I have this wonderful video that I'm going to show to you guys. Um, his name is Buddy, and he lives out in Hawaii. He's 21 years old. Um, and actually he has a rare condition called nebulous, and um basically it's just something wrong with his face. His eyes is like almost slanted shut. His mouth is almost slanted closed. Sometimes he can't talk because the airways like blocking. It's almost like he's wearing some type of like a mask, like a socks mask or something like that, or I should say pantyhose mask. Well, it's almost similar like that, but you should listen to his story. It's a beautiful story, and it's really great to hear. I love hearing other people's story. Also, before I go to this video, please subscribe to my channel, click the notification, and click the like button. And also share this to your friends and family. This is going to be a great and wonderful story. And basically, his story is incredible. So here's the video. Tell me what you think and leave a comment on my page.
Only certain people in the world have my rare condition. It makes me look like I'm wearing a mask.
We didn't know how long he's gonna live or what kind of life he has to go through. We didn't know what to do.
When I was younger, I had surgery on my eyes and my throat so I could speak and see easier. But weren't 100% successful, so today I'm gonna go see my doctor. I'm hoping there will be options for me.
The specialists, none of them have had to deal with a case like this.
We have a hard time, especially growing up, because I didn't know how other people were gonna treat me, and I was nervous about how I looked. I have a rare condition called NATLS. It's actually a super rare condition. There was a study back in 2018 that showed that only 13 people had this condition. Atlas is a face mask syndrome, so the light is made my eyes very tiny. I cannot straighten all my fingers all the way. I can only straighten out these two fingers. And it also affected my throat, so that's why I sound this way. I had a really hard time with how people couldn't understand me. That's one of the things that kind of frustrated me when I was growing up. Morning, Mom.
But
How old were you when you were diagnosed with this syndrome?
Around the time I was in elementary school, I was rough, I wasn't treated like other kids. So it kind of made me feel like, yeah, I'm kind of different from everybody. I had a lot of kids making fun of me because they don't usually see someone who looks like me all the time. Then as I got older, I realized, hey, like, this is how the world's gonna be. I can't really change how other people think about how I am. And my parents helped me a lot emotionally, especially through all my surgeries. I had a couple surgeries when I was younger. They actually tried to do surgery on my eye, but they couldn't open it. And then I had another surgery on my throat, fix my palate, because no one could understand me.
when he was born, we didn't know anything. We didn't know how long he's gonna live or what kind of life he has to go through. I have no idea. He had to go through so many surgeries. I was like really heartbroken.
I mean, at the beginning, it was rough, and I was like, yeah, why is all of this happening to me? But as I learned along the way, this is gonna be like the building blocks. This is who I'm gonna be. I'm gonna use this one day to inspire people.
Unfortunately, sometimes people look at him or how he looks like. I saw a lot of time he has struggled. He fight with those situations. I'm so proud of him that he never really complained. I think his mind from the beginning was strong.
Growing up, as I look around, I see a lot of people like complaining about very small things about their lives. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna set the example of a man who never complains about anything. He just deals with it. And that's what I want to teach my kids to do. If they have the same disability as me, like, you gotta go through life like a warrior.
How important was it having your mom there for you through everything?
Oh yeah, it was super important that she be there. You know, because who else am I gonna go through it with? Thank you, Mom.
Of course.
My previous surgeries weren't 100% successful, so today I'm gonna go see my doctor. I might ask him, hey, like maybe if there's another throat surgery we can do, or another mouth surgery where I can open my jaw a little bit more.
What about your eye?
Yeah, I might ask about that too. I'm hoping there will be options for me so I can speak and see easier.
Hey,
Oh, God.
buddy, long time no see. Good to see you. Yeah, good to see you. Yeah. It's been a while. You're 21 now.
Yeah.
I was there from your first minute of being alive. Isn't that crazy? Why don't you hop on up and let's get started?
Sure, alright.
So how's everything going? Health-wise, are we doing okay?
Yeah, everything's been doing alright. I've been doing a lot of workouts.
Yeah, it
I've
looks,
been exercising a lot.
it looks like it. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
looking good. You're looking good. But you've had a long road, right? You've had
Yeah.
to see a bunch of other doctors and a bunch of other specialists. You've had some surgeries too, right?
Yeah, they were not so successful.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping in the future there's going to be a surgery or something that we can do to fix that, you know?
Yeah. Well, you know, your condition is so rare
Yeah.
that I think a lot of this we're sort of learning as we go. And I think
Yeah.
even for the specialists, none of them have had to deal with a case like this. So a
Yeah.
lot of it is sort of new and experimental. Luckily, there's a lot of smart people out there doing research on this now. So, you know, hopefully we'll have some solutions, coming our way.
Yeah.
But you know the amazing thing about you, buddy,
Yeah.
is you've got a great sense of humor about the whole thing. And that's how you've been from when you were young. And that's why I've just enjoyed seeing you here in the office. Yeah.
I'm grateful.
Yeah. No, I'm grateful. So I learned a lot. I consider myself lucky to have met you and to have learned about this condition because again, there's not many doctors in this world that know about this condition. Keep in touch. I'm
Yeah,
always
I
here
will.
for you. Good to see you. You take care.
Yeah, thank
Okay.
you. If you're currently dealing with any type of low self-esteem or insecurity, then listen to this. So I started making Instagram videos back in 2024, and all my friends were like, hey, you're really good at giving advice, you're good at giving inspiration to others. So why don't you start content creation? And then I just started going up with live from there. And it grew up pretty quickly actually. Like within just a few weeks I had 10,000 followers. I got a lot of comments on my page. People calling me different things. Like I get this one comment a lot, the Asian final boss. At this point it kind of makes me crack up a little bit because it's like, I really do look like an Asian final boss.
Buddy's an awesome person, awesome soul. The most impressive, I would say, is just his ability to just take whatever challenge and just go into it full steam ahead.
Makes me feel great.
How's that one?
Yeah.
Doing good?
Yeah.
All in?
Yep. Everybody's gonna say a lot of different things, you know.
1, 2, 3.
And the way I kind of work is that we can do two things. We can want to do everything, or we can kind of shave it off and be like, yeah, okay, you got your thing, thank you very much.
Once you look at him, it kind of makes you go inside yourself and kind of understand, none of us really have excuses. I was in awe from day one, and he earned my respect instantly.
The way I'm approaching life now is not merely a sense of pride or proudness, but more like I'm grateful. I'm grateful to have my career. I'm grateful to have people around me. I'm grateful for everything that I've been put through. Challenges, obstacles, opportunities, whatever. I'm grateful. Whatever makes you different, embrace it. Because that makes you who you are. That's what's going to make you special. One final message I'd say, the universe is great, your life is great, and you are great.
What an incredible story. I would say I really, really love the way he set an example for himself and inspiring other people with special needs, community, and things of that nature. I also love one of his comment. This is the one that really caught my eyes and got my attention. Is that he was saying that people all over the world complain about small little things, complaining about bills, complaining about their debt, complaining about whatever it is they're struggling with. I really like the way how he set example of that. People who are complaining, he said, I'm gonna set the example of I'm not gonna play with it. complain about it. I'm going to learn how to deal with it and have peace about it. That's very strong faith right there, guys. A very strong faith. Knowing me, I have I'm autistic, ADHD, and I have Tourette syndrome. Uh, but it doesn't bother me. It doesn't stop me from doing what I love to do. Um, yes, I have bills to pay. Yes, you know, I have some debts. Um, yes, I understand all of those things. But sometimes you do have to learn how to not only deal with it, but have peace about it. Like, what is the world going to do to you? Kill you? Like, okay, uh, if they kill me, I'll be going to heaven. That's for sure. What they're going to do? Take me to prison? It's not like, you know, take prison before, come on, like you can't, you know, break us down, doing all those things, you know. We already been through it. We just have a lot of peace, you know. And we already know that when we have peace, there's nothing you can do to stop us from having peace. And it's it's a great thing to hear that. Uh, love this man's story. Love his story. It's incredible. You know, he's he's setting a standard for himself, and he's giving other people in a special needs community the inspiration. He kind of inspired me to, do something. He inspired me to have peace about things. And you know what? I already have peace. Not to mention, I am getting married within a month. You know, we are a month away of, getting married, and boy, it's coming up closer and closer. I mean, yeah, I'll be paying a lot, but you know what? I have great peace about it and good faith. Not only that, I would say I have the most beautiful wife ever. I never had this before. And it's a blessing that God gave me those things. It's a really good blessing. But anyways, um so I'm going to tell you, or I should say explain to you what nebulous is, or what they call it, the nebulous mask, like facial syndrome. So NMLFS is a rare genetic disorder characterized by distinctive facial features that resemble a mask. Um, Only 13 people has this rare condition. 13. I mean, that is so very rare. It's just what makes them very special, you know? Um, so the symptoms of this type of disease is narrow almond-shaped eyes, as you saw in this video, tight glistering skin, flat or broad nose, malformed ears, upswept frontal hairline, sparse eyebrows, small mouth with a thin upper lip, like you guys saw in this video. The causes of it is basically by depletion of, or deletion on chromosome 8q22.1. This deletion disrupts the functions of genes involved in facial development. And NMLFS, or I should say Nablus facial condition, is typically diagnosed based on its characteristic facial features. Genetic testing can confirm the diagnosis. Uh, the treatment, you can have plastic surgery to alter facial features, orthodontic treatment to correct dental problems, hearing aids if there are ear abnormalities, eye care to address eye problems, and so on and so forth. Um, Nablus facial condition is a lifelong condition, but most individuals live normal lifespans. The prognosis depends on the severity of the facial feature and any associates health problems, um, and so on and so forth. So I'm going to click the link. This one came from the PMC Pub Medical Treatment or Medical Central website, and I'm going to read you guys more of this information. I would say this is really incredible. Learning about these things. So, Nablus mask-like facial syndrome is defined by distinctive craniofacial, or I think is craniofacial appearance, including tight appearing glistering facial skin, blepharophimosis. I apologize. These medical terms and technologically, uh, it's kind of getting tough to read, but I'm doing the best I can. Let's see. Telecanthus, severe arched eyebrows, flat and broad nose, long. Philtrum, distinctive ears, unusual hair patterns, mild developmental delay, and happy disposition. We aim to report a 7-year-old boy diagnosed with NMLFS and moderate developmental delay. Literature emphasizes that intellectual disability is common in this syndrome, though it has been diagnosed to only a few people worldwide, mainly about 13, as you heard from the YouTube video. But as you guys know, this young kid, Buddy, is really smart. Um, from the way he's talking, he's very good with this communication. So I don't see that he has intellectual problems. Now, I know for me, because I am autistic, I do have some sort of intellectual problems. I am getting better of comprehension and understanding and communicating the best way as I can. But I'm at more like a college level, not at the adult level yet, but more like between high school and college level. So uh, I'm doing, I'm getting better, getting better. But anyways, I'll give you guys more information. Children with special needs development delay, micro deletion syndrome. Let's see, introduction, saying Nablus, Nablus mask-like facial syndrome is characterized by a distinctive craniofacial appearance, um, and so on and so forth. The patient was a 7-year-old child born at a normal gestational age. At birth, his height was 49 centimeter and weight was 3,500 grams. Ooh, that's kind of small, but okay. Um, when his age was 7 months, he was suspected to have NMLFS, uh, owing to a phenotypic appearance specific to the syndrome, and was diagnosed with NMLFS. 22q11 deletion was revealed in the genetic test conducted at another center. He was referred to our center with hyperactivity, irritability, and self spinning. According to his development history and mental examination, it was found that he never breastfed, started to walk at 2.5 years, spoke his first words when he was 4 years old, was able to make short sentences recently, and was toilet trained for 1 year. In addition, nonverbal communication was appropriate based on his age. There were no echolalia. I apologize if I said it wrong, but um, I got this through research. And stereotype. There were no uh, comorbid depression and anxiety symptoms. Autism diagnostic observation schedule was administered to the patient, and autism spectrum disorder was not detected, which that's good. Results of the psychometric test and mental examination reveal that language development and fine and gross motor skills were 2.5 SD behind his peers. Based on the results of the clinical examination and IQ test, when Wechsler Intelligence Scale for Children revised, conducted for the patients, he was diagnosed with moderate intellectual disability. Written informed consent was obtained from the patient and his family. Discussion. This syndrome, which has been diagnosed in only a few people worldwide, has drawn attention owing to its typical phenotype and microdeletion syndrome, as well as good social communication skills of the patient. Basically, I would say this is like incredible. It's I never seen this before. This is very rare, but I would say this guy is going to make a real good inspiration for other special needs community, and also for not just special needs but other people who has difficult time in life. uh he his story is very great. It's very wonderful. And you know what? I do believe that, if he does decide to get plastic surgery on his face, I believe it will turn out really well. That his face will look great. I do believe that. And, he has faith in those things. But yes, he does have those rare condition, and thankfully, he's doing well for himself. And like I say, he has a great career, and he got great muscles too. He does work out, so that's really wonderful that he is physically fit. Um, I mean, for me, I would tell her, hey, why don't you just join the Special Olympics? It'd be great. Everybody will, see him and see how well he does. And especially, let's say, weightlifting, I guarantee you he would do so well in a weightlifting contest if he, joins the Special Olympics. But hey, it's just that's his decision, not mine. Um, he can do whatever he wants, but hey, at least he's doing great with his life. And and to those people in the special needs community, should do what he does. You should definitely do what he does because he has courage. Don't give a crap what other people says, and he's doing great with his life. He's doing really well. And he has a great relationship with his mother. So, oh, one other thing. I can see he's very independent. So, if he can do it, I know you guys can do it. Don't let other people around the world bring you down. You know, because when they're bringing you down, then you know that they're going through it too. They're having a rough time. You know, they're not happy with themselves. And I'm just letting you guys know that you guys are way better. You guys are way better than the people who treated you bad. And I'll be honest, I'm not better than anyone. I'm not above. Let's put it that way. We are not above anybody else. We are more of equal of everyone else. We are. But we don't need to. Uh, we don't need to put up with someone who treats you like crap. You guys are very special. You guys in the special needs community, you guys are very wonderfully made by Jesus Christ himself. I can see, I will put a lot of inspiration into you guys. And you guys should preach to the world stating that, hey, it's not over. Life is not over. Yes, you're at the bottom, but you guys can build yourself up. You guys can be somebody. You guys can actually be somebody. So, anyways, thank you for watching this video. I'm glad to, share this wonderfully a great story with you. And yeah, I will talk to you on the next video. And thank you for watching this video. Thank you for being encouraging. I appreciate everything you guys done. I appreciate you guys watching this video, listening to my story and other people's story, and we are grateful. But anyways, take care, give care, and I'll see you in the next one.